You know that feeling, right? Your trip is booked, you're already dreaming about it, but there's that one nagging task standing between you and the getaway, all the official paperwork. Well, today we're going to tackle one of the most surprisingly painful parts of that whole process.
So what do you think it is? A missignature, maybe? A typo in some form you filled out? What if I told you the single biggest reason for delays and rejections comes down to something way, way smaller?
Yep. This little square is the #1 hurdle for applicants. I know, it seems so simple, but getting it right is, well, it's anything but. We're going to break down exactly why it's so tricky and, more importantly, how you can nail it the first time in less than a minute.
So welcome to what I like to call the photo gauntlet. Seriously, this isn't just about taking a nice picture for your mom. This is about creating a piece of scannable biometric data that has to be absolutely 100% perfect. So, what even is a biometric photo? Look, it's not just a snapshot of your face. Think of it more like a technical map. These automated systems are literally measuring the distance between your eyes, from your nose to your chin, all to create a unique digital signature for security. And when I say precise, I am not kidding. The margin for error is basically zero. A 2mm difference in your head size on that photo can trigger an automatic rejection. To put that in perspective, that's thinner than 2 credit cards stacked together. Wild, right?
And hey, if you think you can just get one photo and use it for all your travels, think again. The rules are different everywhere. A US passport needs a 2x2-inch photo, white background, head takes up about half the space. But for a Schengen visa to go to Europe, totally different photo size, the background can't be pure white, and your head has to fill up way more of the frame. You mix those up, your application is pretty much dead on arrival.
Okay, so you're facing this photo gauntlet. You've basically got 3 ways you can go. Let's break down the paths you can take to get this super important picture.
This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? You could try to do it yourself at home. It's free, but that's going to cost you hours of fiddling with lighting and editing, and you have absolutely zero guarantee it'll work. Or you could drive to a pharmacy, pay almost $20, and waste up to an hour of your day. But then there's that third option, an AI service. It costs less than half, takes, get this, 30 seconds, and it comes with a money-back guarantee. The numbers here are pretty convincing.
So what is this AI advantage, really? How in the world does technology take this incredibly complicated, annoying task and just make it easy?
It honestly is this simple. You just take a photo with your phone, a regular selfie against any wall, it doesn't matter. You upload it. The AI instantly gets to work. It strips out the background, puts in a perfectly compliant one, resizes and crops your head to the exact biometric specs, and checks it against all the official rules. And then you just download your perfect photo. That's it.
And that whole process, from the moment you upload to the moment you download, it takes just 30 seconds. That's what happens when you let a machine handle all those tiny, frustrating details.
All right, so let's look at the most common reasons photos get rejected and see how this tech just solves them instantly. First up, shadows. This is a classic mistake. Even a tiny shadow under your chin or on the wall behind you is an automatic no, because it totally messes with the facial recognition scanners. But here's the thing, the AI couldn't care less about your background. It completely removes whatever you've got back there and swaps in a studio-perfect, evenly lit, compliant background. Every single time. Problem solved.
Okay, next up is that crazy millimeter-perfect sizing we talked about. Trying to get your head to be, say, exactly 61% of the photo's height by yourself? Yeah, good luck with that.
But for the AI, it's just simple math. It measures your face, it calculates the exact ratios it needs for whatever document you picked, US passport, Schengen visa, you name it, and it crops the photo to the perfect standard. It just completely removes any chance of human error.
Okay, but I know what you're thinking. Uploading a picture of my face to some website, that feels a little sketchy, right? What happens to my data? It's a really important question.
And this is absolutely crucial. The system is built with privacy in mind. Your photos are only there temporarily so you can download them. They get automatically deleted after 30 days, and you can even ask for them to be deleted immediately. And most importantly, they are never, ever used for marketing or shared with anyone.
And to back all of this up, here's the promise. 100% compliance guarantee. If, for some crazy technical reason, that photo gets rejected, you get a full refund. It completely removes any risk and just shows how confident they are in the tech.
So let's bring it all home. Let's look at the real takeaway from this whole 30-second solution.
First, just look at the cost. As you can see pretty clearly here, you're not just saving a ton of time and hassle, you're saving over 50% compared to walking into a typical photo studio.
So the real point is this: technology has turned this awful, high-stakes task into a solved problem. It gives you the power to get it right the very first time, right from your living room, so you can take control of your application with total confidence.
And that puts the focus back on what really matters, right? Your next adventure is out there waiting for you. So why would you let a tiny 2x2-inch photo be the one thing that holds you back?